today's game, and they're brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate quote. The league's leading scorer, Peter Kiss, is not in the lineup, suspended for the second straight game, but Charles Pride is for Bryant. Something's got to give today. 2 long winning streaks are on the line. Bryant in the road. Black uniforms with the gold and white trim, and the Mountaineers in white here at Knott Arena. The big point guard, Luis Hurtado, handling for Jared Grasso and the Bulldogs.
And it's man-to-man from Mount. Solid, no gambling, pressure on the ball.
Greg Calixte, wearing number 35 today, misses. Hurtado with the rebound, and he's fouled. It is a shooting foul. There's Dan Engelstad, the fourth-year head coach of the Mount. Took them to the dance last year. Also helped take Mount St. Mary's to the NCAA tournament under Milan Brown as an assistant coach years ago.
Yeah, doing a terrific job. I mentioned the Mount defense. Both ends of the court for Mount, offense and defense, very disciplined. Now you look at Hurtado there. That's not your typical point guard at 6'6". This Bryant team can shoot the three. They can also go get it. Almost 13 offensive rebounds per game.
Nana Opoku over to Jalen Benjamin. Now to Mezi Avram. Down low to Malik Jefferson. And Jefferson rejected, but the Mountaineers keep it. Benjamin on the move. Just throws it off the glass. He was trying to avoid a shot clock violation.
Well, you see Bryant go into their zone defense. Now, you talk to Jared Grasso, the coach of Bryant, you look at him there, he'll tell you they're going to change defenses every time. It's a zone, but it's got man-to-man principles. As a matter of fact, somewhere in that middle possession, they may go man-to-man.
Bryant is also without Hall Elijahs in this game. Their starting center, double-double kind of guy, Charles Pride. Bryant with an early 3-0 lead. And the pressure.
I mean, what can you say about Charles Pride? He's one of the top scorers. He's second in rebound. He's fifth in offensive rebound. Do you know he's in the top 35 in the country in double-doubles? He just does it on both ends.
And a foul on Calixte coming over the back. He's a grad student from Mount Vernon, New York, transferred in from George Mason. He's played some important minutes, especially since Elijahs has been out recently.
You know, Dave, the transfer portal has been good for both of these teams. And you lose a player like Damian Chonqui, and there's Jalen Benjamin on cue from UAB. He's been a stud for this team.
Opoku, 2 opportunities. And Pride, the junior from Syracuse, New York. Alita, a quick trigger from 3. 95% of his attempts are from downtown. Benjamin getting downhill. Wow, what a rebound by Jefferson, but he traveled. The officials are Tim Smith, Danny Basil, and Josane Vega. By the way, Dan Basil, former NEC player at Marist.
Yeah, great to see him. I remember him way back when he was a high school star at St. Raymond, Bronx guy like me. Matter of fact, he grew up in the Parkchester section where actually I spent the first couple years of my life. My memory's gone shot, but I don't remember a lot about those days. But good guy, great player, and a very, very good official.
Charles Pride off to Hurtado. Bryant with an early 3-0 lead. And stepped out of bounds. That was Erickson Bands.
Erickson Bands was a big-time high school scorer and very close to the Bryant campus. Has now stepped in and filled that void. Hard to fill the void of a Peter Kiss, with top 5 in the country in scoring. But Bands is a good offensive player that is used to these kinds of games.
Top scorer in Rhode Island high school history at Shea High School in Pawtucket. Yeah, Peter Kiss was averaging almost 23 a game, almost 26 a game in league play. And that three will not fall for DeAndre Thomas, but Jefferson has been all over the glass.
You know, if you're Bryant, playing without Hall Elijah, their starting five-men, you got to be concerned about the size of this Mount team. They're athletic and they're aggressive.
They've had a bunch of terrific forwards the past couple of years. Band's whistling one inside to Calixt. Three on the way, missed by DeAndre Thomas, who is shooting them at a 44% clip this year, second in the league. Offero. Cold start for the Mountaineers, but Offero sticking with it, the reverse.
Great facial resemblance to the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's a typical Greek freak move right there.
Charles Pride taking it to the rim. Strong move.
I can't stop saying enough great things about Charles Pride. He keeps his head down. He just plays. From Syracuse, New York. You know, out of junior year, senior year, early senior, he committed to Weber State. Decided to go to Europe prep school. Had a bunch of offers. Chose a program that's really beneficial for his style of play in Bryant.
Went to Putnam Science Academy, which has had many Division I players. Ball goes out of bounds to Bryant. 15:37 left in the first half. 7-4. Italy and Germany, respectively. Two of the five seniors are student athletes: Paige Buchanan in track and field and Jenna LeWarren in rugby. Dave Popkin and Joe DeSantis back with you. Northeast Conference basketball this afternoon. Two of the best teams in the league. Rematch of last year's title game. Dakota LaFew, a good all-around player, is in there for the Mount. Opoku down low to Bartone, and he is stripped. Frontesac Bartone, a sophomore from the Czech Republic. Pride for three. Dan Engelstad going to the bench. Bryant can't go very deep in this one with two of their best guys missing. Plus Chris Childs recently left the program. So it's three rotation guys. Three is good. DeAndre Thomas.
And this is a Mount St. Mary's team, Dave. They only shoot 17 threes per game, but they're 37%, number one in the conference. They're well disciplined. Pretty much, they'll only take open threes.
Erickson Bands way off the mark. Hey, that was a pass. Pride lays it in.
And a good pass. They were. I saw them working on that shoot around today.
Yeah, I'm sure. The Mount Maniacs getting on Bryant here at the outset. Bulldogs leading by 2. Terrific fan base here. Thomas misses. Bands in transition. Bands for three. A little better on that one.
Had his feet set. Good ball movement. You know, the toughest teams to guard, Dave, are the ones that make you guard in the length of the court and the width. So if you push it and Mount has to run back, they're vulnerable. Then if you reverse it, more than likely you're going to get some type of good opportunity on the offensive end.
See the Bryant zone here. Thomas. Opoku. And rebounded by Charles Pride, who is certainly a first-team All-NEC performer. He'll get Player of the Year votes as well.
Dave, you know what's great about this game? Everybody, you're looking at a replay here. There's DeAndre Thomas. You know, everybody's got to make adjustments. Everyone has a game plan. There's that fake pass. He's the guy you want to catch it. But you could tell coming in that the game plan for Mount offensively was hit the offensive glass. With 5 minutes gone in the first half, Mount had 8 offensive rebounds. Now, timeout, media timeout comes. Grasso probably addresses, hey guys, we got a gang rebound. We're not as big without Elijah and without Kiss, who's a guard but a very good rebounder. In the last couple of minutes, Bryant's come down with some clean rebounds. Good adjustments, good game plan by Dan Engelstead and Mount. Good adjustment by Grasso.
Josh Reeves is in there, and his floater goes from 14.
Love Josh Reeves. Great kid. Coming off the bench, big spark.
These guys all have the neon green light, it seems. Up and down we go. High-scoring game expected. Jefferson, Reeves, Opoku, LeFew for three. Mount is 1 for 6 from downtown. Lays it in. That's Dakota LeFew.
And credit Josh Reeves with an offensive rebound. That's 9th for Mount. Having the wherewithal and the skills and the ability to make that pass. LeFew with the easy 2.
He's coming off a career-high 15 his last time out in a win over Merrimack. Mount St. Mary's won at 69-53. Bryant coming off a win against Merrimack as well. Charles Pride, 2 on the shot clock. Did he get it off? No. Shot clock violation.
You know, I was thinking to myself, the game these days is a lot more dribble, one-on-one. Mount is a team that really practices every day on guarding that ball. You know, I said to Engelstead yesterday in practice, you know, you're a great defensive team, but you don't steal. You're one of the lowest team, the worst teams in the conference is stealing ball. He goes, we play solid defense and we don't gamble.
And it's worked. They're 3rd in the league in opponents' points, 4th in opponents' field goal, 3rd in three-point defense right now, 2nd in rebound margin. They're just solid. Offer him. Mezzi. Oh! Takes flight! Are you kidding me? Unbelievable.
Yeah, you're going to see a replay here. Good job. Nice pass fake. You know what? The Bryant staff and bench was yelling for a charge. The Bryant player actually got outside the arc, but Afram was able to use his body and avoid the contact. You know, one of my keys coming in, I thought, for Mount St. Mary's, you see a little trap here, which is unusual. Good call at a timeout, something different. But I thought Mount had to probe the zone. Don't let that matchup / zone man-to-man defense put you on your heels. They've done a good job of that with the ball. You saw that done. And also off the ball, getting some offensive rebounds early.
Tyler Brailsford, the GW transfer, is in. He launches and misses. Josh Ozabor is also in. Pride's deep one will not go. Bryant has gone cold. And a traveling violation.
See, I'm going to vent now, okay? I'm going to rant. That should not be I know it's a walk. I know it is. It's a good call. I don't think by rule that should be a walk.
You should be allowed to fall.
You should be allowed to fall, especially if there's somewhat of a there's contact.
Yep.
He made an effort to go up with 2 hands. He made an effort to come down with 2 feet. There was a little tiny bit of contact. He fell. Now, if he rolls over, I get it. But there was no intent there to travel or to gain an advantage.
Mm-hmm. Mount leading by 1. Brailsford gets it into Hurtado. 2 point guards in there for Bryant, and an offensive foul. Away from the ball. And it looks like they got Pride. No, they got Brailsford, his first. Bryant can ill afford to have Charles Pride in foul trouble. He has 6 points in the early going. If you're just joining us, Joe mentioned he had 44 the last time out and 12 rebounds as well at St. Francis. Went 16 for 26 from the field.
Dave, they got a foul that time. Bryant's picking up full court, and as Josh Reeves came to the ball, Erickson Bands held him. You know, this is a time of year if you're referees in any conference, especially this one, to call the games tight. The games are so important. There's so much parity, more parity in this league than anywhere. So expect a tight whistle. Good call by the official.
Benjamin fakes his man in the air. Can't get that one. Rebound ripped down by Calixt. Brailsford. playing in the backcourt with Bands. Smacked away by Offram. Mountaineers off to the races. Benjamin with a wild pass to LeFew. Offram, who played so well in the NEC tournament last year. He had 16 points, 9 rebounds against Bryant in the final. He then played well, had a double-double in the NCAAs against Texas Southern.
You watch the last couple of possessions offensively, Bryant, the charge and a turnover. And then you watch Mount. Both of these teams, even though they have contrasting styles, are good with assists to turnovers. Both are positive.
Reeves launches. Another offensive rebound. And Jefferson is fouled. Malik Jefferson has been hitting the glass. The Mountaineers have 10 offensive boards in the first 10 minutes.
You know, when you play zone, this is kind of fundamental. Man to man, you play a man. Shot goes up, you block out your man. Zone, even if it's a matchup, you're playing an area. Okay? So if there's no one in your area, well, guess what, my friend? You better go find someone in another area. So it's a little harder to block out. But Bryant, this is the way they play. This is the way they practice. They're actually a very good defensive rebounding team.
And Joe, down the other end, I think Bryant better start making some threes, because they're having problems scoring inside against this Mount D.
No doubt. You know, they shoot 28 threes a game, Bryant. 45% of their shots are threes. And they shoot 30%. So they're not a great shooting team, which is surprising because they have good shooters. But Grasso feels if they defend the three and they rebound, they could beat just about anybody. But you're right. With Kiss gone, Elijah's gone, they got to find another way to score points. And here's the problem. You know what? One of the ways of scoring that's taken away from them is by pressing, because you don't have that shot blocker back there to block shots in Hall Elijah's. So you got to almost, you know, shorten the court a little bit.
Jalen Gibson kicked it out, just in there for the Mount, a freshman from Evanston, Illinois. Won the NEC Rookie of the Week earlier this year. Mountaineers by 5, 9:40 left in the first. Poked out by Gibson. Bryant has been unable to get Adam Alita off yet in this one. A double-figure scorer that shoots 35% from downtown.
Dave, he had 8 threes in the first matchup won by Bryant. As a matter of fact, last year in the championship game won by Mount. Mount did a good job of guarding Peter Kiss, but Charles Pride, he had 8 threes in that game, wound up with 33 points.
Hurtado rebounded by Gibson, who threw an elbow.
So there's a point to my story. I bet you in preparation for this game, Mount worked on their closeouts, especially on those two players, Alita and Pride.
LeFew on the floater. And the Mountaineers have their largest lead.
Ball fakes, Dave, pass fakes. When teams are playing matchup zone, it's like man-to-man. Fake a pass, attack the gap. This is not a zone we're going to sit back in a 2-3 in the lane and you can't get into the lane. You can dribble drive against matchup zones. Matter of fact, you have to.
Charles Pride is playing on a high major level right now, draining the three. He has 9 in the first half, 4 rebounds as well.
He gave a lot of credit. I talked to him at the shoot-around to his grandfather. Said he played some pro games. Bill Pride.
They call him Sour because of his addiction to Sour Patch Kids. Eats them before every game. Pride launches. Not that time. He even has an NIL deal where they have a Sour Patch shake near campus.
I wish they had NIL deals when I played. I would have been a spokesperson for McDonald's.
Or Chuckers. Oh, that's too easy. Jalen Gibson.
I tell you, Bryant's got to do a better job of matching up to the high post players. That high post, mid post is wide open. All that takes is communication.
Mount doubling them up on the glass right now. Pride Rejected by Offram, and then rejected by Jefferson.
Dave, you have two of the best shot blocking teams in the conference along with LIU. Saw it right there with Mount.
Deep three missed by Gibson. Hurtado finds Pride. That's three. Sowers looking pretty sweet tonight and gives a high five to somebody at press row. Charles Pride is on another level right now.
Our friends behind us, Dave, are yelling for him to shoot every time he gets. That's the wrong guy you want taking shots.
He has 12. That's three. Dakota LeFew, the sophomore from Hampton, Georgia.
Called an excessive, a flagrant foul, flagrant one. He didn't give me the Bryant player. Did you get it, Dave?
No.
Okay, flagrant one for excessive contact on the Bryant player. One shot for Jalen Gibson.
So one more on the ball here for the Mount as they extend their lead. And Gibson, the 77% shooter, makes 1 out of 2, and they'll have some changes here. Mount, very different looking lineup as they'll bring in Reeves, Benjamin, LeFew, Apoku, and Offram. Mountaineers taking their time here against the zone. Offram, who had that poster dunk earlier with a strong drive, but rebounded by Adam Alida. Charles Pride might need to top his 44 points if the Bulldogs are to win this one. Nobody else has the hot hand at this point. And he's fouled. And Joe, you knew that was going to be the matchup here with Mezi Offram guarding Charles Pride. He always seems to guard the best offensive player on the other side.
Yeah, and again, we don't want to harp too much on this, but if Bryant did have Peter Kiss, he'd be guarding Peter Kiss. And I'm not saying the second best Mount defender is inferior, but that would have been a harder matchup for the Mount guards guarding those two guys.
That's true. Hurtado, the senior from Venezuela. Now Pride, 10 on the shot clock. Hurtado looking to get it to Pride. 2 on the shot clock, doesn't see it. Missed it. No violation, rebounded by LeFew.
It's obvious, Dave, that they're going to go every possession through Charles Pride. Everyone in his gym knows that. Mounts knows that. Bryant's going to have to generate some offense from some other player or some other way.
LeFew traveled, 5th Mount turnover. Bryant has 6 turnovers. Hurtado pressed into point guard duty this year, and he's been pretty efficient with it. A deep 3 on the way. Air ball from Alida. Reeves for 3. Rebounded by Pride. 3rd in the league in defensive rebounding. Pride left wide open. Calixte lost it. Stolen by Benjamin. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Benjamin, top 10 in the league in scoring now. The little guy needs some help. Off to LeFew. Somehow reels it in. Skip pass to the other corner. 3 good! Jalen Benjamin.
One of the best three-point shooters in the country, almost 38%. What a tremendous cross-the-court bounce pass by Dakota LeFew.
Bands for three. That's good. Erickson Bands.
Good job by Luis Hurtado there, one of the best assist makers in the conference. Taking the ball deep. I actually thought he was going to go up strong. He had the smaller Benjamin on him, but had his eyes up, saw his teammate Bands wide open. Good pass, good finish.
LeFew has tried several of those in-between shots, floaters. Alita, quick trigger, and there was a foul on the screen. And they got Mezzi Offram for running over Erickson Bands. 3:44 left of the first half.
They have three daughters. Proud father. Beautiful baby. Look at that.
Kiera Grace, well, he's 2 away from a starting 5.
I told Engelstad this yesterday. I have 4 kids, and 3 of them were born in the recruiting dead periods. Okay, not in the live periods. The last one, I always tell my daughter Michelle that she was a mistake. She came in the middle of November.
Hurtado misses. Oh! Greg Calixt getting up for the follow.
You know, you talk about rebounding defensively. Here's a 1-3-1, so out of the timeout, a change by Grasso, something to throw up Bryant. But you talk about rebounders defensively and offensively. Good rebounders get the ones they're supposed to get. Great ones get the ones they're not supposed to get.
Jalen Benjamin again. He has 5. Charles Pride in transition. So tough.
So you got to like Grasso. He comes out in the 1-3-1. Even though he gave up the basket, he's changing. He's trying to adjust. He's also addressed, we got to get some quick ones. We got to get some transition ones, make or miss, because we seem to have a tough time scoring on the half court against this Mount defense.
Benjamin again. He has 8. I'm all about the Benjamin.
I knew that was coming from you sooner or later. You got to love his game. Great assist player, plays off the ball, plays on the ball. As I mentioned in the open, we highlight him. He's a team guy. His teammates love him. Pride
hits it, and he's fouled. Charles Pride in takeover mode right now. He has 16. 16 in the first half.
If you spread the court, see, that just doesn't happen by accident. The spacing of the other 4 players was well executed. And he's going to go to Pride. Okay, there's the ISO. Okay, you saw the replay. The other 4 players were pretty much outside the three-point line. And this is a Bryant team, even though they're somewhat struggling 30% from 3, you got to respect the fact they'll shoot it and they might make it. Isolating Pride at the top of the key is huge.
He completes the three-point play. 17.6 rebounds. Thomas probing, as Joe says. Now Jefferson. And rebounded by Opoku. Picks up the loose change.
12 offensive rebounds. Engelstad with the timeout. I thought there was another I thought a technical was coming.
Coach Grasso passed away this June and honored around college basketball. Coach Phelan, 49 years, multiple NCAA tournaments, including twice in the Division I NCAA tournament after many times in the Division II tournament. Hurtado hits. The Mountaineers wearing a bow tie on their uniform this year to honor the late Coach Phelan. The court here has been named after him, and the St. Francis coaches had a nice move recently.
Yeah, classy move by Rob Krimmel and his staff. Just a great coach, Coach Phelan, a great guy. I know you're tired of hearing this story. Every year I pull up, there's a couple of spots reserved for the president and one for Phelan. I always park in the president's spot.
The St. Francis coaches all wore bow ties to honor him. Opoku's 3 won't go, and Jefferson pulls down the rebound. And a little floater goes off the pane for Jalen Benjamin.
Another offensive rebound. I don't know if that's a shot you want to take. If you're Opoku here, you're heading down the end of the half. You want to finish up strong. Offensive rebound. Benjamin is cool as a cucumber. not even sweating out there, knocks in the little runner off the glass.
He has 9 to lead the Mountaineers, averages over 13 per game. He's the NEC Co-Player of the Week, averaged 20 points last week. Pride's 3. Rebounded by Jefferson. Just over 40 seconds to go in the half. Mountaineers with the ball up 8. Reeves, offensive foul. He bowled over Bands.
Now, it's funny. I was just thinking that Bryant, I didn't want to step on your call, my friend. Bryant could go in with some momentum here if they can get a stop in a basket. Now we got more controversy. Coach Grasso giving the ref an earful.
Had 2 technicals recently against LIU with her 11 in that game.
You know what I think happened? Josh Reeve, who committed the offensive ball, then kind of threw the ball. You know, roll through the ball. And I think Jared overreacted there. But it's up now to Bryant to go in with some momentum. Got about a 2-second difference here. Shoot with 4 or less. Get an offensive rebound. If you're Bryant, you better make sure that you have a man back. You don't want to give something up in transition for Mount.
Pride left open for 3. That's good! Charles Pride with 20 in the first half. And Bryant cuts the lead to 5 at the break.
Watch out.
Mount was up double figures.
Good catch, Dave.
Thank you very much. But the Bulldogs cut in the first half. Mountaineers with 28 combined rebounds to just 15 for the Bulldogs. That's been a big number.
Well, how do you shoot 3 for 14 from 3 and have a 5-point lead? Your second, right now, their second chance offense is their best offense.
Benjamin feeding Opoku. Nana Opoku gets it back. Opoku double teamed. Still plenty of time. 10 on the shot clock. Benjamin, skip pass, offer him 3. Bryant, same starters. They have Hurtado with the ball, Bands, Calixt, Pride, and Adam Alita.
Yeah, Alita's got to get going here. 0 for 2. And it's not necessarily his fault per se. Bryant's got to free him up for some open looks.
Pride, second chance. He has 22. And Joe, you asked me the question earlier. What's the NEC record for most points in back-to-back games? And it's a really hard stat to try to determine, but the most that the conference office can remember, 82 points in 2 games combined back-to-back by Charles Jones of LIU back in 1997. Jumper will not go for Benjamin. He's the best player I've ever seen in this league.
Yeah, I got to agree with you on that. That was in the early days of my coaching at Quinnipiac when we went from Division 2 to 1. But Charles Jones was a big time scorer.
Played for the Chicago Bulls. Led LIU to the NCAA tournament. Benjamin, no. And Bryant, a little gang rebounding here.
And by the way, since we're talking NBA and great players and great scoring performances, that's big. Bands is now starting to take over in terms of confidence. Mount's doing a good job on Alita, so Bands is that third guy that's got to make some plays, and he has. But speaking of great performances and talking about Charles Pride, I mentioned early in the broadcast, Dave, Charles Pride committed early to Weber State. And I'll tell you the main reason why. His favorite player, Damian Lillard.
Oh, Damian Lillard, sure. Traveling violation on Offram. That's a good call. Bryant has evened things up.
Just a monster effort. You know, the heart. This guy's going to play the whole game. And if it goes to single, double, triple overtime, if he doesn't foul out, he's going to be in there. So here, how do you play this guy? Well, you can't shut him out. You got to limit it. But what you got to do is you got to match his physicality. Put multiple guys on him, wear him down. So maybe he'll make a lot of shots, but maybe at the end of the close game, he won't be able to.
Bands gets tripped up and fouled. Well, that time they denied him from getting the ball in the first place.
Yeah, and you're only going to do that if you play multiple guys on him. And Engelstad knows that. He's a terrific coach. He stresses defense. And Coach Matt Miller, his assistant, is responsible for the scouting. They know exactly what they need to do. They got to do it.
Offram has been on Pride most of the time. Pride has 22. We mentioned that stat before because if you're just joining us, he had 44 in his last game. So now 66 points in his last game and a half. Hurtado loses, but Calixt rebounded by Apoku. 3 minutes into the second half, we're tied at 36. LaFew coming off a career-high 15 last time. Benjamin, the North Carolina native. And a whistle underneath on Erickson Vance trying to guard a bigger player in the post.
Yeah, when you're playing a matchup zone and you're playing an area and all of a sudden it goes to man, you don't have time to find your man. You got to play a man in that area. Hence, you're going to have mismatches. It's up to Mount to be disciplined to take advantage of those mismatches.
Frontisek Bartone just into the game, misses. Pride uses the screen, gives up to Hurtado. Alida from the parking lot. That's good.
Now, Dave, if he starts to get hot, Bryant's going to have a real good chance of winning this game. 95% of his attempts are threes. 94% of his field goals made are threes. So he can get this team and carry it on his back with his three-point shooting.
What a move by Mezi Offram as the lead seesaws back and forth. Bryant's on top by 1. And a foul underneath. Looks like they got Offram holding Pride. And it is 15:52 left in this notes from around the NEC. Along with Joe DeSantis, Dave Popkin with you. Speaking of the NEC, it's an interesting day in the league. Central Connecticut won in overtime against FDU. Merrimack won in OT at St. Francis U in Loretto. St. Francis Brooklyn and Sacred Heart. 3-point game in the first half there. Looks like they're delayed. And Wagner defeated LIU 79-64 to remain undefeated and in first place in the NEC.
Yeah, Wagner, Bashir Mason doing a terrific job. I have not seen all year a team that plays 10, 11 guys. No one plays more than 26 minutes a game, plays so hard for so long.
Pride scores again. He has 24 points, 7 rebounds for Bryant. They have a 3-point lead. As Joe mentioned at halftime, the Mount has done it with balance. Nobody in double figures right now. Jefferson, 8 on the shot clock. Operating, stolen by Calixt.
What you're seeing right now, the game, there's a long way to go before this game is decided. Look at this guy.
Pride, and the heat check there. And a foul on the rebound. 2 different Bryant players hit the deck. Somebody with a serious clear out on that rebound. Looked like Jefferson.
Dave, I got a good look there right now. Kalik's got a cramp. Someone's got to work that cramp out of his leg. But that Pride shot, let me tell you something.
About 5 minutes gone by second half. So Bryant ball here. Bryant up 3, 41-38. And the jumper will not go for Bands. Scramble for it, tie up. Bands and Alida hitting the deck for the Bulldogs.
Okay, I want to finish my thought, and I started to say there's a lot of time to go before this game is decided. But what you're seeing from Bryant now is a whole lot of toughness and character. To go out to play in this environment against this team, this Mount team that's won 6 in a row, and have a 3-point lead at this point is huge. You're playing without one of the best players in the conference. You're playing without one of the best big men that triggers your defense. And it's just a tremendous effort by the Bulldogs.
Bands count the basket. Goaltending on Opoku. So Bryant has their largest lead. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Very short-handed. They're playing a guy right now, Josh Ozabor, a freshman walk-on, as their backup big guy, because Calixt, their real backup big guy, is on the bench with cramps in his leg. Offram stripped by Bands and fouled. Tough angle to make that call.
Called it on Bands. I actually didn't see that. But speaking of Bands, how about the lift? Here's a replay. Oh, that's a good call. I thought originally they would call a foul on Pride, but Bands reaching in. You know, anytime you swat down and it looks like a foul, but that was a clear foul.
Pride is fouled there on the rebound.
But again, how about Erickson Bands? Here's a guy, now he started the game, and you're always looking for that bench guy to come in and make a difference. But he started. Boy, is he making a difference. Averaging 2.9 on the year. He's got 11 points.
Bryant needed some other contributions. They had gotten no points off the bench in the first half. And Pride was the only one in double figures before Bands achieved that. So here's Brailsford, the backup point guard. Ozabor. Offram denying Pride. Brailsford tried to hand it off to Ozabor. If he told Jared Grasso early this year you'd be playing in an important game on the road and you wouldn't have Kiss, Elijah, Calixt in the game, or Childs,
right, he would take it. You know, everyone comes on this trip, the PA, the St. Francis University game and the Mount game, and you dream about winning both. But dreams, a lot of times on this trip, don't come true. So you're almost happy with a 1-on-1 situation. But the odds against them, Bryant is certainly answering the bell. They have 13.5 minutes. You wonder if they're going to wear down, because Mount is a little deeper. But this Bryant team is close. Is right on Wagner's heels in second place for a reason.
Second foul on Brailsford. He sits. Just 3 on the Bryant team. They get it into Offram. Mezzi Offram using the glass. He has 10.
Nice play set up. You know, your goal is to get your players offensively in a comfort zone. Nice little play set up. He gets the ball in front of the rim. All he's got to do is take a bounce and turn. Knocked it in.
Offram from nearby Germantown, Maryland. Recently had a career high 22 against Sacred Heart. The drive by Joe Moon. Little used sophomore coming off the bench. Big bucket.
Played 13 minutes all year. Went to that move and that drive and that finish like he's been playing 13 minutes a game.
Made his season debut on January 23rd. Whoa, what a move! DeAndre Thomas. Showtime. Alita for 3. And Moon is fouled. Tis the moon.
To the moon, Alice. So I watched this Bryant team play, and Mount, both of these teams, and I want to clear something up, because I played at a high level, I coached at a high level. You've been around a lot of high-level games. These teams don't just show up and play this way. They play this way because they practice every day like this.
A lot of intensity. Dan Engelstad talking with Dakota LaFew. 2 terrific young coaches. A lot of good coaches in this league. Moon misses his first free throw attempt of the year. He played limited minutes last year, too, so this is a big spot for him. His team up by 3 on the road.
And you mentioned the young coaches. Engelstad was an assistant here at Mount for 3 years. Went with Milan Brown from Mount to Holy Cross for 3 years. Really did a terrific job at Southern Vermont. 104-34. Mount made a great hire bringing him here in 2018, and obviously they won the NEC championship. And right now, you know, those 3 teams I think have kind of distinguished themselves. LIU I had in there, but they've struggled lately. They got beat by Wagner by 15. They still make a run, but Wagner, Bryant, and Mount.
The jam for Greg Calixt. Feeling better, getting up.
See what Grasso said, if they guard the 3 and if they rebound, they can beat anybody. Well, they're rebounding now, and they're getting some easy baskets in transition.
They've cut the rebound margin to 4 for Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, and Android TV, as well as iOS and Android mobile devices. Best of all, NEC Front Row content is always free. Enjoy the best seat in the house at necfrontrow.com.
So, Dave, we talked a lot about earlier.
Thomas, no.
About adjustments. In the first half, Mount figured out their best way to score. 14 offensive rebounds, 16 second chance points. We are now approaching 9 minutes in. They have 1 offensive rebounds and no second chance points. Hence the 6-point lead by the Bulldogs.
Good call. Hurtado on the lob. Second chance point there for Charles Pride, who has 26.
Okay, so you mentioned earlier about how they were denying Pride. Well, I think they got to start to do that a little better. You know what? Make it a 4-on-4 game. See who wins.
Bryant has their largest lead. Jefferson. Down the shot clock. Bryant has played good D. Reeves. Did he travel? Oh, foul. Called against WB Mason.
I'm not going to lie to you. I actually did that line here once before with that little guard. Help me. I never should have brought it up. The little guy that was player of the year, one of the best players.
Chung Kui?
No. Ron Ratton is going to text me, I know. That little guy. But anyway, this is such a great atmosphere. You and I talk a lot about coming down here. People are great. Crowd's great.
Offram hanging and hitting. Mountaineers needed that one. He has 12. Junior something.
Robinson, thank you. I knew you would bail me out. Thank you, sir.
Pride collides with Offram. Pride comes away with it. Great pass. Alita for 3. This guy is the quickest trigger ever. And it goes out of bounds. Some discussion. And Bryant will keep it.
You know, don't say 50-50 balls. Because, now you didn't. But it's never 50-50. That play was made by my man right there, Chuck Pride. Got that ball because he wanted it. Here's the loose ball. He's on the floor. And he gets it.
Five-second violation.
10 minutes to go. You know we're coming down to the last possession here.
Got to get Benjamin off here. Offram. Opoku inside, hits it, and he's fouled. Nana Opoku.
Talked about the discipline of this Mount team, mostly on defense. I mentioned offensive. Watch this little curl coming in the right there. That's a design play. Frantisek Bartone, the wide body, screens the middleman. That area is vacated. Opoku catches it in his comfort zone. That's a good answer for the Mountaineers.
Completes a three-point play. Opoku was the MVP of the NEC tournament last year at 18 points, 7 rebounds, 5 blocks in the final against this Bryant team, sending them out to the big dance. Some good minutes there for Joe Moon. He takes a seat. Bryant trying to get it in here, leading by 3, nearly stolen by Opoku.
And Opoku, you can see right there why he was voted the Northeast Conference Defensive Player of the Year last year. He's all over the place.
Very long. Erickson bands. Try to break the Mountaineer pressure. 1 possession game, 9.5 left. Big crowd today at Knott Arena. They have been into it. Pride, too easy for him. 28.
And again, well-designed play. Here's Hurtado at 6'6", 5th in the conference in assists, 3rd in assists to turnovers in the conference. Backs his man into a position where he can get Pride the ball. A little handoff, assist, little 15-footer.
Foul on Bands. His 4th.
Now, you saw the replay a couple times, Dave. That little step back created space. And again, that he doesn't just show up and do that. Those are years of conditioning. Your lower body is your strength, okay? You can stop on a dime. You can take a little step back and pogo stick in for that little jump shot.
One more coming for Jalen Benjamin. 3rd in the league, shooting 84% from the line. It's a 3-point game again as Bartone returns, replacing Jefferson. Pride waving everybody away, saying, I got it.
You mentioned Benjamin was 3rd in the league free throw shooting. This game is probably going to come down to free throws. Bryant's 2nd in the league. Mount is 5th.
Kicked. Offram regains. Offram for 3. Rebounded by Adam Alida. On the next Bryant foul, Mount will be in the bonus. 5 team fouls on the Mountaineers.
And it's not a bad shot from Mezzi. He's improved 22% last year from 3, 32%, mostly because he's taken better threes. That was an open look.
Pride misses. Calix showing muscle on the glass.
And in order for Grasso's team to win, when they're not shooting the 3-ball well, they got to rebound and guard the 3. They have done that. Mount is 4 for 18 from 3, and they've really done a good job in the second half of rebounding the basketball.
Three ball, no good from Benjamin. By the way, Bryant is now ahead by 1 rebound. They were down by about 12 earlier in this game. Opoku goes down. Hurtado throws it away. Mount will have it, but Opoku is hurt. 7:29 left here at Knott Arena. 54-49.
Was terrific with the ball. He's 5th in the NEC in assists and 3rd in assist to turnover ratio. He usually makes good decisions. Did not like that decision. I thought he got rid of the ball too soon.
Mount St. Mary's with the basketball, down by 5, 7:20 left. DeAndre Thomas, tough pass to Jefferson, turned it over, rebounded, taken away by Pride. Charles Pride has 28 points, 9 rebounds for Bryant. He has been the star of stars. Offer him right up on him. Calixed. Alida for 3. And a good rebound by Malik Jefferson.
Great rebound. You know, most of the work done on a great rebound is done before the ball comes off the rim. He created space. He held his position, got the rebound.
Tough shot by Offerham, who has 14. A one-possession game again, 6.5 minutes left. Hottest player in the league. Pride gives it up. Try to get it back to him. Pride hits it off the glass. Charles Pride has been unbelievable. 30 points.
That's just crazy determination and will. You know, I asked him earlier today to shoot around about the 44 points. He looked at me and shook his head, and I said, "Did you feel like you had to carry a team?" He goes, "I'm just worried about winning."
Looked like Hurtado touched it last, and the crowd is not happy with this one as they give the ball to Bryant.
We're going to get a look here.
No. Tough call. That's a 50-50 call.
Yeah, well, we looked at it 3 times. We couldn't make the call.
Yeah. Pride. Couldn't hit the floater. Offerham taking some contact. Thomas is 3. Mount has been so cold from downtown. They're 3 for 21 in this game. Hurtado tripped up, no call. Things getting physical.
A lot of referees in here, Dave.
Pride. Shake and bake. Leans in. Got contact. How does he not get that call? He got hit in the face.
The only way he didn't get that call is if the defensive player, Mezzi Offerham, was totally vertical.
3 ball. No good. It has not been there. LeFew missing. The long pass to Calixt. Rejected. Opoku back in. And like a pogo stick, sends it away. Jared Grasso wants time. They've led by as many as 8, now up by 5. Pride has been the story. He has 30 points for the Bulldogs. Alita for 3. Alita's 1 for 8 from downtown.
But see, here's why Alita likes Grasso. Because he's 1 for 7. And out of the timeout, they set up a circle play, a double curl. He's got an open shot, just couldn't knock it in.
Offerham. Beautiful. Mezzi Offerham with 16.
And we talked about how Mezzi has improved his three-point shooting, but that's his range, 15 feet and in.
Pride running the point. Doing it himself. Rejected. Contact and no foul. And Thomas lost it. It'll be Bryant basketball after this timeout. Don't go away. 3:58 left. Bryant 56 of the game. Dave Popkin, Joe DeSantis with you here at Mount St. Mary's. Bryant leading it by 3. 3:58 left. Hurtado to inbound. Charles Pride has 30 points for the Bulldogs. Bands is fouled. Erickson Bands will be shooting 2.
Tell you what, that was a long count. Bryant got the benefit of a doubt there. Bands worked himself free. It's not been to the line that much this year, only 13 times. 62%, but playing his best ball of the season tonight.
One more coming. Wasn't used a ton early in the season. He has been lately. them both. DeAndre Thomas directing traffic. Offram has been the hot hand. He has 16 for the Mount. Couldn't get it to him. Opoku. Benjamin uses the screen. 5 on the shot clock. Opoku gotta go. Hits it. Nana Opoku makes it a 1-point game.
A tough basket at a big time for Opoku.
Hurtado rejected, and they called a foul. It'll go against Benjamin.
Yeah, just when you thought Mount was in trouble, he started to go to his right. Okay? But Bryant came with a double team to take it away. He turned to his left and knocked it in. A lot of poise right there. Nana Opoku.
Luis Hurtado, just a 46% free throw shooter, knocks down the first. Guy who beat testicular cancer, came back and played Division I college basketball. Hit some clutch free throws there. Bands comes out. Joe Moon is in.
So you watch those 2 free throws. If you've never seen him play before, you say to yourself, how could he be 46%? Perfect backspin, perfect arc. It's a good answer right now for Bryant.
Benjamin thought about a deep one. Would have tied it. Lobbing it. Oh! Nana again!
He sneaks in from the short corner. The way to beat any type of zone, matchup or not, is to attack that short corner. Come from behind the zone. Give Benjamin credit. He saw him. He put it right there. Opoku just had to catch it and stuff it.
And he stuffs him again, and a foul is called. Here's the lob to Opoku, who has 7 points and 10 boards. And that last foul on him was his third. And the officials have to come over and settle down the Mount St. Mary's bench because they are fit to be tied. Dan Engelstad might get hit with a technical here, and he doesn't want to do that in a 1-point game. Alita was talking to the Mount bench. Definitely some issues over by the scorer's table. Bryant was already involved in a Donnybrook earlier this season against LIU. Calixte is going to the line. .40% free throw shooter, makes it. Here was the last play when Opoku got charged with the foul. It's not a lot of ball, maybe some wrist.
Hard to tell from that angle. I don't think we're going to see why we got an issue here with the coaches.
Hits them both.
But the bottom line is players, coaches, trainers, they got to control themselves because this game could be decided by a stupid decision made on the sideline or on the court.
Benjamin. Mountaineers down 3. And Benjamin is fouled. Maybe a makeup there as Moon charged with a personal.
You know, I thought Mount benefited right there. There was a high ball screen set up. And your rule of thumb, Dave, whenever you get a ball screen set for you, is to take your man 1 step below the screen so you can run him right off the defender. Benjamin didn't. Now, Benjamin's 37% from 3, so he's a guy, and he can make them off the bounce. So he's a guy who can come off that screen and knock it in. The Bryant player fought over the screen, a little too much contact. You bet every little touch foul is going to be called from here on in.
Makes a big front end there. Both teams are in the 1-1. Benjamin is the 3rd best free throw shooter in the league at 84%. He's 10th in scoring, 2nd in assists. 1-point game. Benjamin comes out. And Jalen Gibson is in for defense. Double teaming Pride. They get it into Bands. If you're Bryant, you've got to go to Pride here. Charles Pride on the move. His second chance goes. He has 32 points, and the Bulldogs go up by 3, and another Mountaineer is down. It looks like Offram. It is Mezzi off. Still nursing that injury. He really hit the floor hard, and he's not going to be in the game here with 2:03 left, and the Mountaineers down 3. They'll have Benjamin, Thomas, Opoku, Jefferson, and LeFew. Benjamin on the drive. Rebounded by Hurtado. Lost it. And they'll give it to Bryant. I think they should check the monitor on this, Joe. I think they got it wrong. They will look at it. Offram is still on the bench. 1:44 left. Mountaineers down 3. LeFew. LeFew rejected by Calixt and gathered by Bryant, and they're tied up. It was Joe Moon the 4th.
And let me tell you what Moon did. A smart thing. He was falling down and about to get called for a travel. As he's falling down, he dribbled the ball, did not get called for the travel. Good hustle. Mount gets another 20 seconds, which is very important. That shot clock was running down.
Thomas to inbound this time. Needs help. Offram back in. Misses badly. Rebounded by Jefferson, being pushed out. And he turned it over. Stolen by Pride.
I don't know about that shot. Just not a good shot at that particular time. You want to go to your strength, Benjamin, or get something inside the post or the lane area.
Offram guarding Pride. Calixt lost it. Stolen by Opoku. And deflected by Pride, but Benjamin has it. 50 seconds left. Thomas on the drive. 1-point game. Timeout Mount.
Well, you know who's going to get the ball at the end of the possession. The best place for him to get the ball is at the top of the key in the middle of the court. You don't want to get him the ball, Charles Pride we're talking about, in the wing or sideline area. You want to avoid any sort of trap or double team.
Trap there. No foul, no travel, no nothing. Play on. 11-second differential on the shot and game clock. 15 on the shot clock. Hurtado. Hurtado finds Pride. Pride has 32. Stolen! Stolen by Gibson. Mountaineers got to go. 13 seconds left of the game. Down by 1. And they call timeout. 10 seconds left. What a defensive play by Jalen Gibson. The
TV, most games that are won on last second shots are won on second shots.
LeFew set to inbound. Trying to get it in. Does so to Benjamin. Jalen Benjamin, 6 seconds left. Dishes inside. Opoku, no. knocked out of bounds, and Mount will keep it with 0.8 of a second left, and they'll probably put a little bit more time on. They'll have to check the clock, but Mount does not. Here we go. LeFew to inbound.
You've got to pressure the ball if you're Hurtado. Don't be in limbo. Worst place to be.
Benjamin rejected, and that's it. Joe Moon with a blocked shot. Bryant wins it 62-61.